Penny the rebound. Victor steps through off the bench. Oh!
They called him the alien. 7'4", yet moves like a guard. Shoots like Curry, blocks like Shaq, and sees the game like no one before. This isn't science fiction. This is Victor Wembanyama,
Unicorn thing, everybody's been a unicorn.
the player who's rewriting basketball as we know it. On the night of October 13th, 2025, the basketball world witnessed a performance that will be remembered for years to come. Victor Wembanyama, the young phenom from France standing 7'4", took the court against the Indiana Pacers and delivered a night of basketball that seemed almost unreal. From the very first tip-off, it was clear that this would not be an ordinary game. The arena buzzed with anticipation, fans whispering excitedly about what was to come. Everyone had seen the highlights of Wembanyama's early career, the meteoric rise through European leagues, the dominating rookie season with the San Antonio Spurs. But no one could fully predict what unfolded on that night. The opening tip set the tone immediately. Wembanyama secured the rebound effortlessly, his wingspan intimidating anyone who dared approach. He glided across the court, moving with a grace and agility that defied his towering frame. With the ball in his hands, he wasn't just a center. He was a point of attack, a playmaker, a vision on the hardwood. The first possession saw him penetrate the lane, weaving past defenders as though gravity itself had a temporary pause. He finished with a soft finger roll, a shot that seemed almost ceremonial, signaling to everyone in attendance that this would be a night where he would control the narrative.
It's reaching me one of a kind, and I know I'm going to be.
As the game progressed, Wembanyama's dominance became increasingly evident. On both ends of the floor, he dictated pace and space. Offensively, he displayed a versatility rarely seen in players of his size. Step-back three-pointers, fadeaways over defenders, quick drives to the basket. He did it all with a calm precision. Every shot he took seemed calculated, yet effortless. His timing, footwork, and understanding of angles were reminiscent of seasoned veterans. Yet at just 21 years old, he carried the energy and enthusiasm of a player still chasing greatness. Defensively, Wembanyama was equally imposing. His length and timing made him an immovable presence in the paint. Every drive by the Pacers was met with a wall of arms.
That even when I was a kid, I was telling them I was going to play in the NBA. That's really something that's been on my mind for.
A block that seemed almost impossible. But it wasn't just his shot blocking that intimidated. It was his ability to read the game. Anticipating passes, cutting off lanes, and forcing turnovers, he became a central figure in disrupting Indiana's offensive rhythm. With every steal and block, the crowd erupted, understanding that they were witnessing something special. By the end of the first quarter, his stat line already hinted at what was to come. Points in double digits, rebounds piling up, assists that demonstrated his court vision, and blocks that changed the energy of the game. But what made this performance extraordinary was not just the numbers. It was how he achieved them. Each action felt purposeful, every movement intentional. He wasn't just filling the stat sheet, he was crafting a story, a narrative of dominance, skill, and intelligence. The second quarter showcased Wembanyama's leadership on the floor. He orchestrated plays,
And from everyone, but you just get used to it, and
directing teammates into positions that maximize spacing and efficiency. His presence elevated the entire Spurs squad. Passes that seemed impossible were made with pinpoint accuracy, connecting with cutters and shooters with ease. On several occasions, he drew double teams, yet his calm demeanor allowed him to find the open man, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. Watching him play in these moments, one couldn't help but marvel at his basketball IQ, the maturity beyond his years that made him more than just a physical specimen. The crowd, already electric, grew louder with every highlight. From rim-rattling dunks to agile drives, Wembanyama seemed to glide rather than run, a fluidity rare for someone of his stature. Commentators and analysts could only marvel at his performance, using adjectives like alien, once in a generation, and unstoppable to describe what was unfolding. The Pacers, despite their efforts and defensive schemes, were often left in awe, struggling to contain a player who appeared to operate on a different plane of athleticism and understanding of the game.
I don't really care about it. Like, I'm not looking at what people say about me. Like, this is not something, again.
Midway through the third quarter, a particularly memorable sequence encapsulated the essence of Wembanyama's brilliance. A fast break opportunity arose after a rebound, and he took off from near midcourt. In a single motion, he leaped over an approaching defender, extended his arm, and executed a thunderous dunk that shook the arena. The energy was palpable, with fans on their feet, chanting and cheering, acknowledging that they were witnessing history. It was not just a display of strength, but of timing, balance, and finesse. That dunk would be replayed countless times across social media, highlighting the surreal nature of his performance. As the game continued, Wembanyama's ability to impact every facet of the contest became even more pronounced. He accumulated points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks in a manner that reminded spectators of the legends of the past while hinting at a future of unprecedented potential. His stamina seemed limitless. Even as the game approached its final minutes, he maintained intensity and focus, demonstrating both physical conditioning and mental fortitude. Off the court, his demeanor remained calm and composed. Unlike many young stars,
I thought about it every day. But now I don't think about it every day. I think about it from time to time.
Wembanyama displayed a level of humility and focus that underscored his professionalism. He celebrated with teammates without arrogance, acknowledging contributions while maintaining the drive to achieve more. This balance of confidence and humility added an additional layer to his performance, making it not only memorable in terms of statistics but also in terms of character and leadership. The Pacers attempted various adjustments, switching defensive schemes, bringing double teams, and changing matchups, but Wembanyama adapted seamlessly. His footwork, anticipation, and ability to read the floor allowed him to counter every strategy with poise. He made those around him better, whether through direct involvement in scoring plays or by creating opportunities through his presence. It was a masterclass in versatility, illustrating why many consider him the most promising young player in the league. As the fourth quarter approached, the suspense and tension in the arena reached a climax. Fans and commentators alike recognized that the final stat line would be historic, yet few could predict the exact magnitude. Every rebound, pass, and shot carried the weight of expectation and excitement. When the final buzzer sounded, the numbers were staggering. Wembanyama had scored over 30 points, collected double-digit rebounds, contributed multiple assists, and recorded several blocks. It was, without a doubt, a complete performance, a night where he dominated every aspect of the game. Beyond the statistics, the intangible elements of his performance resonated deeply. His leadership, court vision, and ability to control the tempo set a standard for excellence. He demonstrated how a player could influence the game not only through scoring but through intelligence, positioning, and anticipation. His impact on the Pacers' strategy, forcing them to adapt continuously, highlighted his dominance and the respect he commanded from opponents. Post-game reactions reinforced the significance of what had transpired. Analysts praised his maturity and versatility, fans celebrated his highlights across social media platforms, and former NBA legends weighed in on the performance as a potential once-in-a-generation display of talent. The narrative surrounding Wembanyama continued to build, framing him not only as a physical marvel but as a symbol of basketball's evolving landscape, where skill, intelligence, and size converge to create unprecedented impact. The evening also served as a reminder of the broader context of Wembanyama's career. From his early days in France, rising through European leagues, to his draft selection by the Spurs, and now to his commanding presence in the NBA, each step had been a testament to dedication, skill development, and vision. This particular game against the Pacers, however, elevated his story, demonstrating that he was capable of transcending expectations and delivering a performance for the ages. Fans left the arena buzzing, replaying every highlight in their minds. sharing clips and commentary with friends and family. Social media erupted with praise, hashtags trending globally,